It's time to dad.
Hey guys, welcome back to Time to Dad. Thanks for hanging out with us tonight. I'm here with Jason and Alex. Alex is finding his newfound love for the bug assault gun. But thank you guys. Come on in. Thanks for hanging out with us. Like and subscribe. Check out some of the previous episodes. But I think we got a good one for you tonight. Before we screw up and forget to talk about another upcoming holiday. Let's do a little 4th of July. Actually, no. Let's do the check-in first. First, we'll do a check-in.
Oh,
Anyone have a good check-in topic?
no.
Okay, then just do a general check-in. Then how's things going in the Jason and Alex world?
Okay, go ahead, Jason.
You don't need a check-in topic. You can check the fuck in. I'll tell you about my
I like
life.
topics sometimes.
We don't have to
okay.
get categorized with
Mr.
check-in.
Hostile over here.
Like a check-in topic. I'm the topic. I'm the check-in. Check-in.
Okay, well, give me a check-in. What's going on with
You
Jason?
know what you are?
It's
You're
fucking
what's written on the back of Alex's hat right now. Okay.
Yeah, dude.
Savage.
Savage AF.
Man, my check-in is stress. I mean, so
what kind of stress? What's stressing you out, and why is it stressing you out?
Well, I was getting to that, Alex. But
hey, why don't you let me ask the questions and you answer them? God damn it!
You can't shoot me with that thing. I'm like hundreds and hundreds and miles from you.
Yeah, well,
I don't need to shoot you.
Otherwise.
I need to kill the flies that are in front of me. Okay, there's about 12 left, I think.
Yeah. So my check-in. I mean, if anyone doesn't know, if this is your first time listening to the show, I live in Massachusetts. I sell cars. I got 2 kids. I got a wife. I got a house. I got fucking dogs, cats, shitty ass lawn that we talked about on a different episode.
A rap song.
You know,
or a country song.
And I mean, it's all stress. So recently, my wife's grandmother passed away, and that was like her mother figure really like raised her. But you know, and she was nice. I mean, she was a nice lady. We spent time with her. She lived down in Florida. The stressful part of it is she had a very nice house on the coast down there, Amelia Island, and that is now in the process of being like left to us in her will, and we have to like decide where our life's going to go in terms of, do we go there? Do we just try to sell that house, rent that house, stuff like that? Not to mention, obviously, the stresses of going down there with, you know, my wife was down there for like a month, when she passed away, and family stuff. And it's just been crazy. The kids haven't been here. That's stressful. So
how old are your kids right now? Because I can simplify that answer pretty quick, dude.
They're 2 and 1, not even 1. He'll be 1.
So guess what? If they uproot right now, they'll be okay. The real issue is you.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I know.
Because if I don't think it's a burden. I don't see it as a burden. I see it as an opportunity, as an asset, as something you can leave for your kids down the line, especially with them being so young. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean,
well, what part of is it, like coastal Florida, central Florida?
It's coastal, northeast.
So that's part of the fucking headache. Down there, Hurricane Central.
Well, yes, that is true to a point.
So if you rent it, that's a whole nother headache.
Yeah. I mean, it's expensive.
Yeah, but if you rent it, somebody's, it's income for you regardless, or at least it takes care of the property. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, we can't keep it without renting it. I mean, even though the house is paid for, the taxes are significant because it is a coastal area. But it's safer than. It's not on the ocean side of the island. It's actually protected because it's on the river side of the. So though there is some like, I mean, you do have flood issues. I mean, if the water was to rise right up, I mean, yeah, it's
Yeah.
a
So
huge
it sounds
huge
like
surge.
you don't want to move to Florida. You know what I mean? Like
Why? Because I'm
Florida's
worried about a
cool.
flood.
No,
I mean,
Florida's cool. Florida's fun, but I think what you're trying to debate with yourself is like leaving home, leaving comfort, leaving X, Y, and Z. You know what I mean? I think.
yeah, that's true.
I think you should
You
stay.
know your family up in Mass?
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, that's not fun, man.
No, it's tough. I mean, for real talk is that it's kind of my wife's there's very much an attachment to the house and the fact that that was her
Yeah.
grandmother who she was very close to. So like to her, I think the option of like letting it go completely is not one she wants to like go with unless to her it's like, well, if we live there for a while and kind of honor her, get it out of my system type of thing, she thinks somehow then we could move on from the house in like a year or something, and the kids are young enough to do that. But
Yeah,
Yeah.
moving sucks, though. You don't want to do that shit multiple times.
no,
Yeah, that's
true.
what I was getting at. Moving. You don't even have that much of a drive. You know what I mean? From where you're at.
Well, dude, where is it? I mean, is it in like a vacationing area? Can you like treat it like that kind of rental to where you're not
No.
having to worry about long?
Well, yeah,
that's not fun.
it is. It's very valuable rental property, but it's not a
Mhm.
short-term rental because it's in a homeowners association. So it's like it's
Oh,
a
fuck.
long-term rental only.
I was gonna say, man, that's the best option. It sounds like you guys could vacation there when you want and see the house whenever, but you don't have to worry about
Yeah, but if
long-term
it's with
tenants
an
and all that
HOA,
bullshit.
No,
Yeah, you can.
it's a stressor because it is HOA stuff, and how many flights do you want to take every month?
Florida has HOAs, man. I thought they were so conservative they wouldn't have any of that shit.
It's not a strict. I mean, it's kind of like all you really have to do to stay in the HOA, it sounds like, is pay a gardener guy who just like trims everything up and makes it look good, and like, but everybody on the street like has the same gardener, the same pool guy, but it's like you have to have those things to keep like the outside of your house looking nice and ritzy or whatever. But
well, get a copy of the HOA agreement. I mean, maybe there's, because I think that's your best option if you can somehow pull it off, is to
Yeah, dude.
rent it out enough times a year to cover your taxes, and then it's kind of your little vacation haven whenever you guys want to go.
yeah, that's definitely on the table. But yeah, that's been our stress.
Or,
I mean,
or
it's
unless you
long.
just need a change of scenery and want to get the fuck out of
Yeah,
Massachusetts.
I don't know, man. Florida's cool, but not enough to move there. You know what I mean? Like, I enjoy Florida the few times that I've been there, but I don't know if it's like compelling enough for me to move from where I'm at. My comfort.
Florida's weird, man, and you got different like
It is.
you got different slices of weird because like honestly,
like Florida, man.
Dude, Florida's fucking wild.
Florida is the gift that keeps on giving.
But in that there are different like universes within the state too. I mean, so this is like an island. I mean, for what it's worth, the number 2 school district in the state of Florida. But yeah, so I mean, it's kind of like being the tallest person that's like vertically challenged, or what's the appropriate way to say that? Like tallest short person.
That's what you're trying to say.
You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, I mean, there's parts of Florida that are just like straight up crazy, like gators and nonsense and pickup trucks.
Part.
But yeah, it's a weird state. It's a wild place. But Disney's down there. That certainly is a to have a yearly pass down there and be able to just kind of go to Disney like 5-6 times a year, more like 10 times a year. That would be nice.
It's way cheaper if you're a resident.
I know you can go down.
You can fudge that. Send yourself a few bills to the house.
Oh, we were way ahead of that. We've been Florida residents with the grandmother living down there.
Oh fuck yeah!
Many years. We
telling
are
the man right now.
Yeah, whatever. Hey, they can't say anything now because like with their literally like own property there at this point, so they can't touch me now. But yeah, it's stressful. What's going on, Alex? I mean, we can just loop around, but
Yeah, we just spent half an episode with Jason's check-in.
So
tough
with
check-in. It's
Jason,
rough.
I don't think it's rough. I think you're stressing out at the wrong times. I think this is the outstanding benefit to you and your family rather than a headache. That's just me. If somebody passed away in my family or my wife's family, I wouldn't be happy about paying taxes on something that was a gift. But that's just America.
That's the other problem. It's not a primary residence, so you can't.
And they're beautiful, tax laws. It's just,
It's actually could be a lot worse because Florida doesn't have an estate tax, but she had a house in So she had a house in Massachusetts that she also left to like sister and nephew or whatever. Like, and that house, I'm pretty sure is going to get nailed with an estate tax of like 30. I mean, I think it's like 16% or something like that.
Wow.
So that's where they get
the property value.
Yeah, it's big. I think so. Like I was trying to read about it, man, and that's what it really kind of. If you hit it, like if you're in the top threshold,
that's why you gotta set up trust for that kind of stuff.
Yeah, dude.
Oh, she did that too. So maybe it works out. Like
you can leave house in trust, I think, in certain states, and then you avoid all that.
Well, she
all
did.
That fucking tax.
She did on paper. She did. So she has a will that.
Well, a will and a trust are two different things. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
No, I know.
But that's neither here nor there.
No, but it's worded as a trust in the like that's what both of them. Yeah, like so that's what
awesome.
That's maybe what she left it, but I don't know what that means for tax. Like if it's a good thing.
Yeah, I would do some research on that.
Well, yeah, there's like we're literally going.
Especially if it's in a trust. I don't know if you can get taxed. Mind you, I don't know the laws exactly about it.
Yeah, I was gonna say pay a lawyer like a $200 consulting fee and run all that shit.
There's a lawyer. We got it. We're talking to him tomorrow. That he's open,
it sounds like you don't have a problem there, Jason. It sounds like you have a beautiful.
I wouldn't discredit it. There's still shit
like,
they got to figure out.
Yeah, no, it's not as like.
I hear your stress. I hear your stress.
I think what Alex is trying to say, man, is there's bigger.
I'll get through it. I'm
bigger things to stress about.
This is America's first world problems. First world problems. Getting stressed about receiving property.
It's stressful. This man's talking about uprooting his life as he knows it potentially.
First world
to make his wife happy. So.
No stress involved, Nick.
Yeah. There's stress involved.
Come on.
You gotta research. There's a lot involved.
Anytime
I feel your pain. I would be that way in your
anytime
situation.
you think about moving your kids around, or even the real point of it was I didn't see them for a month. Like essentially, like I saw my oldest.
They were down there with her.
Yeah, I mean, my oldest was with me for like a week and a half because I was just like we agreed like we probably should at least like try to have some connect. Like he stayed up here. He went to daycare. I mean, we were paying for the daycare anyway, whatever. And she took the youngest one down there. And after like a week or so, I'm like, yeah, I got to bring him to his mom / like he's. Like I have a demanding job, so it just made more sense for them to go down there when there was family to take care of them. But not seeing them for like 3 weeks, pretty much, man. Like that's pain. Like there's there's dads that, of course, dads that listen to the show or don't that. Like they don't see their kids all the time. They don't wake up with their kids. They don't put their kids to bed and like.
Yeah.
That's pain. I don't know. It's a weird like reality, I think. But I think that's an important thing for this kind of show to talk about.
I feel you. Right after my son was born, not right after, but he was still pretty young, and my my wife flew out to California for her grandmother's funeral, and I didn't see them for about a week, and that was pretty rough for me. And that was only a fucking week, so
yeah, it's hard.
I feel that. What's your turn, Alex? the hell's going on?
So to touch on what he
How's the
said,
job?
it's fantastic. Thank you for asking.
Sweet.
Life is going pretty good on that department. Other than I got sick with God knows what, the disease of all
Montezuma's revenge.
diseases. Yeah, try to get me, and you know what? I'm still here, and fuck that disease, whatever it was. Corona version 2, I don't fucking know. Who cares? Get out of here. You know what I mean?
Was it like a respiratory thing, or were you shitting your pants every 2 minutes, or all of the above?
I'm shitting my pants now. I'm shitting my pants now, but no.
Dude,
no.
they were saying the newest strain of the Rona, it's less respiratory and more shit your pants.
Well, I shit my pants pretty good, so maybe I had Corona.
Got the Rona, bro.
69. Yeah. Job's great. I had a similar situation like Jason, except for mine was overnight, and this was a couple weeks ago. My in-laws live maybe 5 minutes up the street. It's no big deal to go up to their house. I don't go because I don't have the social battery for visitations and speaking another language. Having to think in another language and then, speak Spanish the whole time. It's a little taxing. I know, again, first world problems, but my wife and I think everybody spent the night at my in-laws, and all the kids got a bath that night, and my daughter, my baby, who I have had this thing where me and her get out of the bath, I change her, I lotion her up, I do all this little bath ritual, and my wife is like, "Hey, your daughter was looking for you during this bath ritual," and I'm like, "Dude, that was one night. Imagine 3 weeks. Imagine like I didn't want to say it to you guys, but I got a weird offer to return to the military, and
I thought about that a lot. I thought about that a lot while I was.
I thought about it.
Yeah.
I thought about
That's
it. I thought
crazy,
about it,
man. Fuck.
and because of having to leave and go somewhere dangerous or go somewhere in general and leave people. In this case, a family is going to be much more difficult than when I was younger and not married and in the military. So now it's like, I don't think I can uproot my family, move them to a different state and do this, for what I think is fun for me, because being in the military is no big deal to me. That's what I know. That's my whole adult life. That's second nature to me. I don't mind that lifestyle, that career path, but it's not easy. It's not easy for everybody. You know what I mean? It's definitely not easy for families. And now that I have my own little family, it's going to be a big factor. And I don't think I can do it. But
yeah,
check in. Weird, dramatic job offer to get back into the military. Still consistently at my job. Kids are good and healthy. Other than Corona trying to take me down, I am okay.
I'm confused. So you say military job? So they reached out to you and asked if you'd like to re-enlist?
Yeah. Or
was it like somebody you were close with that was like, man,
somebody that I'm friends with and needs bodies specifically for one new MOS that they're creating? They're like, we know you have skills in X, Y, and Z. We need your skills with these types of units and X, Y, and Z. And I'm like, I want to. Believe me, I would want nothing more than to wake up 0 dark 30, shower, shave, and do my thing. You know what I mean? That's, again, a lifestyle that I'm used to. But at this point in my life, it's not the best or smartest decision just to fulfill my wants and needs. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Some dads have skills with units, and that's okay. But I don't think it's the right time with the kids. You got to stay home. I don't think having skills with units on away from your family right now is the best. I think it's not about the kids, or it's not about you anymore. It's about them. So it's like, whatever. Even though you like that, even though that's fun for you, and you're fucking good at it, and someone's like, "Hey, I need you to do this because we know you're good at it." That makes you feel good. There's dopamine in that, but
Hmm.
And I know you're skilled with units. I
especially-
know you are, Alex.
Yeah.
I believe that.
Well, again, this
What
would be
kind of units
something.
we talking about?
Well, let's not to get
I know
into
you're
that either.
skilled with
Hawk Tuah units? Or?
Hawktua units, lots of Hawktua secret under the table units. Hawktua under the table.
Ooh,
Yeah.
shit.
It's
Save
nothing.
that. We'll touch
It's
on that in a minute.
it's nothing crazy.
Sit on
It's
that
just
thing.
it's just I have to do. There's a lot of steps to do. Again, this would be uprooting my family, uprooting myself, getting back into what I call fighting
You for
shape.
sure you'd have to relocate somewhere for that.
I geographically have to relocate for sure.
You
Yeah,
told me I
definitely.
couldn't. You just told me I got to stay here. I can't go to Florida. You want to,
Well, what I'm getting at
No, he
is
said
I
he's
already-
not about it.
I
have
already
skill
made
with
that
units.
decision for myself because, again, this is something that I can fall into with skills that I've acquired both in my civilian life and my military life. So it's like a no-brainer. Like there's secure money, there's
Yeah.
secure. I don't know if there's sign-on bonuses. I'm sure because it's a
I'm
new
sure.
MOS.
Yeah.
Because it's a new.
You tell your
MOS.
wife about it? Or is it your little secret for now?
She's aware. She's aware. She's aware.
Okay.
We talked.
He knows about his skill.
She was more excited about it than me initially, but when I get to thinking and start doing logistical things, I'm just like, there's so much we have to do.
Were you
in
already
this
out
thing.
before you like started your family and the kids and all? I don't remember if you ever said.
When I got out, yes, I was fully out, and then when.
No, I mean like, but were you with your wife at the time? Like, were you still serving when you were with your wife, or did you get out and then start the
When I
whole?
was in the Navy Reserves, I re-enlisted in the Navy Reserves. Mind you, I was never in the Navy. I was in the Army, and there's a huge change in culture, military branch to military branch, and fuck, I forgot where I was going with this whole fucking point, but we were married when I re-enlisted, so she kind of sort of knows the life, but we didn't have kids at the time.
Yeah, that's what I was getting at, I guess.
Yeah, we didn't have kids at the time. So if it was one child, maybe. If it was two children, possibly. We got three. And, daddy's trying to get 4 or maybe 5. I don't know.
Man, military just scares me right now. Fucking World War III popping off any minute.
That's also a factor. And
you really want 5 kids, dude?
I want 6 kids. I want whatever necessary amount of kids that I need to buy like a big Ford Transit unit with like 20 seats. You know what I mean?
Well, you're skilled with your unit, so if you get a Ford
Transit
unit,
baby.
Buy you a fixer-upper unit.
If you got a skill with a unit, think about all the unit of a Ford Transit. I actually sold a car.
Magic school bus, man.
Dude, I sold a car to a guy. He refitted his Ford Transit because he had like 4 or 5 kids or whatever, and he put some nice ass he put like Sienna seats in it or something.
Whoa.
Yeah, dude, he like went all out. He lucked into some. Yeah, he like refabs cars essentially. He was a cool guy. But yeah, they got themselves a brand new Santa Fe. Quick plug. No, but dude.
I got a Santa Fe story for you. I was with a coworker, and he had a Santa Fe story. Yeah, I was he works out of our Maryland office, and I met him up in Maryland. We were doing some work up in Maryland, and I asked him what year his Outback he was driving was, because it still smelled like a fucking new car, but I could tell it was a few years old, and I was like, that's weird. How does it still smell like a new car? And so we got talking about his current car and how he got there, and he previously owned a Santa Fe. And at that point in his life, when he had the Santa Fe, they were like moving around from state to state, like trying to figure out where they want to start their life. And he was like, man, that car was a total fucking lemon. And he was like, it never got called out because he was like, I had it serviced in like 2 to 3 different states, like blew a motor in one state. Then we moved, blew something else in that, free, baby. And I was like, oh my God. Yeah. See, that's the thing. Some people are like, yes, as long as they're gonna fix my shit, I don't care. But for
Nothing
me,
lasts forever.
it's more important that I know I can take my car on a 600 miles away on a vacation, and my family and I are gonna get
Well,
there
Nick,
without
Nick, don't you worry.
Bob the trucker giving us a ride to a gas station because
Don't you worry. You will be reimbursed. We can provide you lodging when you're away from home. We're going to take that car.
That's
free
a problem.
roadside assistance. Free
That's
roadside
a problem.
Is a true car salesman.
Yeah,
No,
buy
that's
our
the
car.
brand. The
We'll
brand's
take
a
you
joke,
anywhere
dude.
when it's guaranteed to fall apart on you.
It's a great
Fucking
American
hell, bro.
brand. It's a great
No.
American Korean brand. It's genius. They're just like,
Great American
whatever.
Korean brand. It's fucking terrible.
They're like,
God.
hey, it's pretty good. I mean, it works most of the time, and if not, I'll come pick you up.
Look.
Another one.
I get it. That car is. There are certain people need that car, right? It's the right price range. They can afford it, and they know that they're not going to have to shit out $10,000 for a new motor and transmission. But for me, it's about getting A to B and knowing I can do it when I want to do it.
Yeah. So
we don't offer
that. Santa Fe ain't going to do that.
We don't offer that service.
So Jason, since you're a true car salesman for the greatest company known to man called Hyundai.
What did he say? Korean American brand?
The miracle on the Han? Is that what you're referring to?
What's the warranty on the new EVs? What's the warranty look like on the new EVs?
10 years, 150,000 miles. Not bad.
What about for the battery?
Then your battery shits out at 10 years and it's $15,000 to replace it.
Oh yeah, but I would never do that. I would never let.
They don't consider the battery like a wear and tear part.
They don't give a fuck, dude. They don't even care. I don't even know what they're doing. They're just like, yeah, whatever it is, we'll cover it for 10 years. Fuck them. Fuck off.
Bumper to bumper, 10 year.
We'll figure it out. We got more engines than Carter's got liver pills. We got engines out there. We'll get batteries.
We also talked about that. We also talked about fully plug-in hybrid vehicles and how you should just say no.
Great lease car. It's a 3-year. It's a 3-year. It's a 3-year solid pick right now. So
I'm not even talking about like longevity of them. I'm thinking from an infrastructure standpoint.
Nah, there's shit.
People are. Dude, Toyota has nailed it, dude. A plug-in hybrid is okay, or a gas hybrid is okay. And even if somebody comes out with a diesel hybrid, I would buy it.
All that
shit. Fully electric, plug-in only, just say no.
We got those two.
I'm telling you.
The fastest car known to man right now.
When laws start passing and that's all you can get, man, the grid is going to go to shit.
But think about this. We have the fastest car as won basically every award known to racing for a new vehicle right now, and it's fucking electric. And it's 600
one race.
It's 641 horsepower. It's a fucking electric race car that you can like program the fucking tracks and fucking.
I get it, dude. But I don't think fully electric is the future. I really don't.
But for a race car, fuck yeah, dude, that's cool as shit.
Well, I mean, electric motor, sure.
So that
you're always going to get more torque out of an electric motor, and horsepower is not that hard to come by.
Even if that's what becomes of electric cars, like we just see all electric cars at a fucking NASCAR event, like that's kind of at least not a loss overall.
I see what you're saying.
So like, I'm not saying that everybody needs an electric car. Plug-in electrics are great, but to me, it leaves me wanting more, which is weird. Like I have a 4xe Jeep, and I plug it in. And I get good mileage, but it only gets me to work, and it doesn't always get me back. Like if I go to lunch, like I can't go to work and back on the 30 miles of range that I get out of my plug-in. And to me, like
yours doesn't regenerate. I don't know shit about the hybrid Jeeps, so
it's a piece of shit Jeep, dude. It's like a fucking tin can. That like so the point of cars to get into it with like electric power. And Toyota does it, and Hyundai does it with certain models. It's coefficient of drag, so it's the air resistance. So a Jeep,
it's like driving a cardboard box down the road. Terrible body lines.
The worst. It's
there's
impossible.
Even my
nothing
Durango
there.
is fucking bad. Like
Yeah,
Grand
dude,
Cherokee's bad. Most of
they're
the
like-
other, the Wrangler's fucking terrible.
They're so American.
Ugh.
They're like, I'm sucking in all this American air. Like there's something there with that. I don't know. It's stupid.
I always cringe when I see a Wrangler like following a truck close, because if you've ever owned one or driven one, I mean, that windshield is almost fucking vertical. So anything that fucking hits that windshield, it's not like a normal car where you might get lucky and it'll glance off. No, you're fucking your windshield up no matter what hits it. I don't care what size. Yeah, and I
There was
always
this
am like, ooh,
huge back order on those windshields too, so that makes
Oh,
sense.
well, I'm not surprised. that would be why. There's
right.
no point of deflection where anything could hit it.
You're gonna
and
jinx my windshield now, dude. I'm on the OG.
Yeah.
I got 23.
better get that copay ready for
There's no
when you gotta get insurance. Not copay. What the fuck's it? Why? A deductible.
deductible. No,
Yeah.
not on your windshield, dude. Right?
You
get
don't have a
on
windshield
a
deductible?
I don't think so.
Yeah.
I've only had to
My-
do a
my
couple
normal
windshields in my
deductible
life.
for,
It's
like-
$0.0 for windshields. They don't give a fuck up here. But I
Oh,
bet on a
that's
Jeep
nice.
they might. On a Jeep.
Well, down here we can get a chip repaired for $0. But
Oh,
if
yeah.
you're replacing the windshild, it's usually $100 deductible for like your windshield, and everything else is like $500 to $1,000, whatever you set it at.
yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's a lot. Yeah, for a windshield. But windshields
Yeah.
are super expensive. So I sold a car.
especially if you got all the like bells and whistles shit in it.
Actually, fun fact. I mean, it's random, but I had a car. Like it was a Santa Fe, a 21 Santa Fe, but I sold the car. We weren't making a lot off of it. He bought like a warranty or whatever, so that was like our only little bit of profit. And it needs a fucking windshield. There's a huge crack, and that windshield was relatively fucking cheap. Like actual cost to get a new windshield installed was only like $400 from a fucking. So then you got to get it calibrated or whatever. But there's like.
Yeah, if you got the
But
cameras.
a
and
windshield
shit.
only costs, even the most expensive ones that we do over there, like 900 to 1,000, maybe some kind of luxury.
That's a lot of bones when I
But
could
dude,
just pay $100.
But well, you're talking about $500 deductible. Why am I paying a five?
No. Glass is separate.
Oh,
so
alright,
you have
yeah.
like a 500 covers like major accident, but the glass is usually like 100 to 125 bucks.
Yeah. Oh, all right. I thought you were saying it was a $500. I'm basically
No,
saying
no,
like,
no,
dude, your
that's for, like,
deductible
a
is more than the
collision.
glass. Like on
Yeah.
certain models, don't pay that.
No, there are some insurance companies that don't have separate deductibles. So if you fuck your windshield up, it is that higher deductible.
I swear Geico, at least when I've had to use whatever, it's $0 on a windshield in Massachusetts.
It might be. It's an option.
Yeah.
I mean, you can do any. I mean, you can customize those auto plans. All
They're not
sorts
worried
of
about
fucking
the
8
fucking
ways to
windshield.
Sunday.
They're worried about
Yeah.
real accidents. We got snow and
Yeah.
shit up here. They're like, fucking
Well,
windshield, whatever.
People drive so shitty fucking nowadays. Everybody's insurance is skyrocketing because we have to
Yeah.
account for the fucking morons that
and
can't
that
drive.
makes my job so much easier. It's like because that was like the calculations. But to be fair, people aren't that bright, and they don't really think about how much their insurance goes up until after they agree to buy the car. So at that point, they just figure it out. You know, if we're being
Yeah.
real. But yeah, if it's all about like budget and your insurance is now double because of like a new car, people won't. You lose deals because people don't want to pay for fucking car insurance. It's so high right now.
Oh, really?
Sometimes some people pay. Dude, I've seen people pay $500, $600 a month for insurance because they drove without a license. They got like a DUI, something like that.
jeez.
Like crazy shit, man. Every time I
I have
see
a
it,
DUI, but I've gone through all that shit, so my rate has come back down. But I had to be on that special insurance for like 3 fucking years, which was astronomical.
it was big bucks. Yeah, and you can't do anything, and you have to take whatever they give you. So I mean,
Yeah, what is it? SR? Not S. Is it the SR? I don't know what it is.
it happened to my
But
buddy.
It's
He had
fucking
two.
stupid expensive. Don't get a DUI, guys.
My buddy got 2, and he was really fucking struggling. But
Jeez, dude.
Dude,
But
even if you got an Uber home for $50 fucking, that is way cheaper than
Totally
the fucking
worth it.
lawyer,
Totally worth
court
it.
fees, insurance,
wild.
all the license
Yeah.
shit. Dude,
The headache you get
Yeah.
after all those. Yeah.
if I could go back and tell my 18-year-old self not to fuck that up, that would be like next to seeing my dad again. That's
you're
number
lucky
2 on
you
my
were
list.
so you were only 18 when you got a DUI.
Yeah.
And
When
what
I
state?
fucking Virginia.
So in
I went out.
Virginia, was
Dude,
that
it's
can you legally drink at
awkward.
18?
It's the anniversary, right? So every year we go to the beach for the 4th of July.
Mm.
I was at the age where usually I would go down with my parents, but I was old enough to where I was like, I don't want to go right away. So I stayed home to spend 4th of July and blow up silly fireworks with my friends. And the next morning I was supposed to drive to the beach and meet them at our beach house rental. Long story short, we got fucked up, went over to my friend's house and drank more, and his mom got all pissy. And usually his mom was chill, and she's like, everybody get the fuck out of my house or I'm calling the cops. I was drunk, so I was scared to death she was going to call the cops, so I fucking tried to drive home. And driving home, I was just acting stupid with my buddy on the neighborhood road. Pretty much missed a fucking turn and plowed into a tree. I'm really lucky I didn't get seriously injured.
Jesus.
But that was a shit show. Man, I had to call my mom, tell her I totaled her car that was, I don't know, 5 or 6 years old, and spent the night in jail. My friends came and got me the next morning, but I mean, it was like $5,000 in lawyer fees, $10,000 in fees to the state for the accident.
Oh, yeah. That's like an underage DUI, or what's the law in Virginia for drinking?
It was underage, so I almost blew at a felony level. And if I had blown at a felony level, I would have been charged as like a full blown adult.
Yeah, that's bad news. Like underage.
Well,
DUI.
I think at 18, it's a legal adult, but you mean of drinking age?
Yeah.
It's how much he had in his system. It sounds like there's like if it's a felony level of
.14 is a felony in Virginia, automatic felony, and it can't, nothing associated with it can be suspended.
That would have been way worse. That would have been.
Can I be honest? I've always wanted to know what .08 feels like the perfect amount of
like on Trailer Park Boys. Like on Trailer Park Boys, when he's like, and you keep blowing into the thing to see what you're reading at. Mm-hmm. It's like, see, I used to get
dude,
trapped.
But you can't. Now the thing is, you can't trust that because if you're doing shots, it's not entering your system right away. So you could have that good buzz from a couple shots or a couple beers and leave, and then by the time you hit the road, you're at a much higher blood alcohol than you thought you were.
Like that time night.
But I really don't like driving anymore. I'll have one, maybe 2 beers, especially if I'm just like popping in to say hi to somebody. If it's like a full day and we're just hanging out, maybe I'll have a couple more, right? But even to this day, I just don't feel comfortable driving because I know how fucking pain in the ass it is. Like I was in college at the time and I had a suspended license, but because I was underage, they granted me the right I could still travel to work and I could still travel to school. But I had to submit to the court my work schedule, which is a pain in the ass because when you work as a teenager, it's usually at a shitty place and it's not a set schedule, right? And then I had to present to them my school schedule every semester so that I could drive to and from college classes. It's just a huge fucking headache, man. And like I said, even if you got to pay $100 to fucking get to where you need to be at the end of the night, it is way cheaper than getting behind that wheel and the cost of a car, fucking killing somebody. I mean, all sorts of crazy shit can happen. So just don't fucking do it. Done with my plug of DUIs. Dumbest decision of my life.
That was the Nick,
let's not
the
do
Nick
that.
check-in. The Nick check-in was
that wasn't
the worst thing that's ever happened.
If you weren't, no, I mean my check-in. It's been pretty chill the past couple weeks. We're done with T-ball. I've been taking my the past couple weekends. My son and I have gone out in the kayak and we've gone fishing. He's been super fucking whiny. So, but we did catch a I forget the name of the fish. I called it a toothy bugger. So now when he talks to people about what we caught, he calls it a toothy bugger. But we caught like a 3-foot fish, and I'm reeling it in, and he's looking at it, and I'm about to go grab and put my mouth in it, and I was like, that's not a fucking bass. And I pull it out, I grab the net and I scoop it up, and it's got these big old fucking gnarly teeth in it, and I was like, whoa. So normally I would have just put it in the boat in the net, but he's sitting down in front of me. So I'm like, well, I'm not going to put this fish that I could potentially bite the shit out of him in the boat. So I'm trying to hold the net over the boat because it's too heavy for him to hold. I didn't have my like fish gripper out. I didn't have my gloves or my pliers out, so I'm trying to get that stuff out while keeping this fish like still in the boat because I didn't want to just cut the line and have the poor thing swimming around with the hook and line in its mouth. But we ended up getting it off, and I didn't take a picture because I was worried it was going to bite the shit out of him. But no, we've been fishing, and then this coming week for 4th of July, we'll be down in North Carolina at the beach, which will be nice. Word to the dads that think you can still vacation with kids. You can't. It's not really vacation. It's a break from work maybe for most of you, but it's not.
Mhm.
It's not vacationing like when you were younger. You're constantly watching kids, and we'll have 3 boys, one of which is my son, running around the house, and at times they're really good together, but at other times they're trying to kill each other.
Oh yeah.
But it'll be nice to take a break. I'm a water baby, and my son's a water baby, so we'll enjoy the ocean and the pool at the house. But other than that, I mean, career wise, we're still in that gray area of transition after we were acquired by the larger company. So I'm still. We had a meeting today, and I don't know. Part of me was like, oh, we'll get some more answers and clarity today. Yeah, that didn't happen. It was more like kind of a dog and pony show, and I was like, all right, cool. I'm still equally confused about my future. So
That's cool though.
But other than that, I don't.
They brought in
yeah,
dogs and ponies and put on like that's cool. Like my company
literally.
wouldn't do
That was the whole
like
team's meeting.
Shetland
It was dogs and
ponies,
ponies.
like the ponies that your wife likes, and then like what
Yeah.
kind of like a dog? What kind of dog?
Malamutes.
Malamutes. That sounds like a good show. These were well trained.
Some of them were. But that's
Tough to find
about
good
it.
ones.
I mean, yeah, I don't have any. Dude, I feel like a failure as a fucking dad. Let's talk about that. For the past
Jeez.
6 days, it's been around 100 degrees plus. You're gonna think it's silly when I tell you why, but it's been like 100 plus degrees. Haven't had rain in probably 10, 12 days. My lawn looks like absolute shit. My shit is straight fucking brown after all of that work.
Sounds so good, dude. I just
And
want
I
to kill
saw-
my fucking lawn. So
Dude,
bad.
I
wanna
saw
kill it.
the
It smells
heat
like shit.
coming, and I saw the lack of rain in the 10-day forecast.
Vinegar.
And I was like, dude, I got to get ahead of this. I watered the fuck out of it for about 3 days, and that did nothing. It was
No.
so dry and hot,
you can't.
and I just gave up, man. We're supposed to get rain tonight, and maybe it'll snap back, but it's.
Mm-mm.
I feel like I need to turn in my dad card with
No.
the way my lawn is fucking.
That sounds so
looking.
good, dude. I want to torch my fucking lawn so bad.
I did it. I did it to the backyard last summer.
Dude, my lawn
Can
fucking sucks. I'm gonna torch that shit. I'm gonna.
So I know we're talking about lawns, but I did the most dad thing that we could do. I got some New Balances. Thank you very much.
Oh God, I'm sorry.
Mm.
New Balances.
We get the Vuvuzela in.
How do you go
Like,
from
can you do
Chuck
it in
Taylor's
person?
to New Balance? Like not even a comparable shoe.
I just bought some
First of
fucking
all-
Terminator highs though. They're fire.
Oh, are they they're the gray and black high tops?
No, they're Vince. I call them Vince Lombardi's. They're like
Wait, who made them?
they're Nikes. They're Terminator highs. So they're like.
Well, I have Nike Terminator highs.
Yeah, I know. They're
But
the same
mine are
shoe.
like
They're
a
different-
cloth
they come
Nike
in different
Terminator.
colors. They come in different colors, and
Oh.
different
I'll have
materials.
to show you mine.
No, they're all like the same. Like this, the style. The Terminator highs.
gray.
Is like
Yeah,
the,
yeah,
the
yeah.
size of them. But yeah,
Oh, okay.
my first like real Terminator highs. I have high top like Nikes, but they're a little bit lower cut than a Terminator. So
My chicken legs don't do well with high tops, so I only
with
wear them
pants,
with pants.
yeah, with pants they're
Yeah.
fire though, dude. I mean, there's
Otherwise,
a time
I
and a
look like
place-
I'm walking on toothpicks.
No, there's a time and a place for Terminator highs. You're not, no, nobody's wearing shorts with those. I mean, not white guys with skinny legs like us,
Somebody, yeah, somebody will, not me.
No, definitely somebody like untied. They could pull it off, but that's just I can't do it.
Mm.
I digress.
Well, let's address the elephant in the room then, shall we?
Let's do it.
With Hog Tua girl.
Well,
Thoughts? other than the memes that are like somewhere this girl's dad is deeply disappointed.
That's what I was gonna say. Like, as a dad of two girls that aren't at that age, I'm just like, hey man, she's not wrong. One, two, it's actually funny. Three, as a dad, if I heard my daughter say that, I would laugh, sort of not be disappointed because it's life.
You can't be disappointed.
As a dad,
It's life.
you
I don't
can
know her
be.
age, but if I had to guess, over 18.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
You can't be disappointed because regardless of whether she says it in front of millions of fucking people or the one guy that was talking to her that she didn't think it would ever go in front of that many people.
Mhm.
But you cannot, that happens. Whether your daughter says it outright or makes a joke about it, I mean, you can't be mad. You may be a little embarrassed, but you can't be fucking mad about it. I get being embarrassed.
I
But
wouldn't be
I
mad. I would be embarrassed. I think if it was my daughter, mind you, this is the most PG adolescent thing that anybody can do, right? It's not like the girl is
PG is a lot.
PG. It's not like she's on OnlyFans X, Y, and Z. She just said something really silly.
If she was though, all the goons out there looking for her, she'd be fucking retiring right now.
She's probably gonna make a good chunk of change. It's a new world, and I'm scared, and that's all I have to say.
Dude, did you see all the posts where they like hunted her down within like a day?
No,
People were like, I know exactly who that fucking man. The internet's it's a powerful place.
a scary place.
Yeah.
Well,
They
if you
will
fuck up-
find you.
if you fuck
Yeah.
up. Yeah. But we
that's-
subscribe. We subscribe, man. We subscribe to the right to be fucking outed in any stupid thing we do. Like you agreed to every term and condition.
Oh,
You
can
Yeah,
said
we're
I-
opening a
I-
Facebook account.
everything you
can
do,
I-
Facebook, Google, whatever it is, you subscribe.
Can I give my 2 cents on something? Totally
Nope.
forgot what it was already.
You can't.
Something.
Penny for your
Tuas,
thoughts.
something alcohol, something salt.
Your
yeah.
daughter
I
saying
totally
crazy
forgot.
shit on Facebook.
I think I would actually be proud, maybe, for becoming a meme and just becoming like a funny thing. Like it's not hyper offensive. It's she's just a girl. She recognizes men are silly little creatures that don't need much to get by. You know what I mean? She's just being clever about it.
That's 2 cents. 2 coins in a fountain.
Is that more Miss Rachel? I don't know what the fuck.
No,
that
2 coins in a fountain. I think that was like that's Frank Sinatra.
Some Fred Astaire shit. Okay,
No, that was Frank
His
Sinatra.
name starts with an F. Okay.
Poorly performed, but 2 coins in a fountain is a famous song. So 2 cents, 2 coins in a fountain. I'm on topic at least for this one.
All right. So that's Hawk Tua girl. I don't think we need to bring more attention to that than she already brought to herself.
She's
A
I have
legend.
thoughts. I have
A
thoughts.
legend.
but I don't-
Dude, the memes that have come out are fucking priceless.
Memes and,
Priceless.
merch
That's all it
already.
is.
Merch.
Capture a
Merch.
moment.
Did you see the
Capture
Tony
a moment, and you
the Tony
will live
Hawk Tua
forever.
Pro Skater 2
Oh,
game
yeah.
cover that came out? The meme for that was fucking perfect.
Can we be honest
I'm
though?
gonna look
She
for it.
doesn't. That's not a thing unless she says the Hawk Tua part. Like honestly, like it still may have gone somewhat viral, but
Well,
she
what else
said
was she gonna say?
she put syllables together. Nobody like you could have 100 women not seeing each other do it.
Oh, just
tell you-
make like the generic
yeah, like
spitting
do
noise.
it like she did it and made those actions words so that you could type them out. Because if you can't type out like Hawk Tua, you can type it out like very clearly, very quickly. That's what
Yeah.
makes a meme. Because memes and the
You think they were
keys-
scheming all along then?
no, I don't give a fuck.
Or just
yeah, sure,
happenstance?
sure. I mean, I'll go down any conspiracy lane you want, but no, I just think you have like that's what maximized that opportunity. But I'm telling you, man, capture a moment and you live forever. You know, I mean, there's something there,
I
but
guess
you
I'm
don't.
gonna go through all
You
of our
don't. What was
videos
the
and
last
find.
fucking thing that happened that nobody fucking remembers? You can't even remember the last like viral sensation shit unless it's fucking like William Hung on American Idol or like steal all these stupid fucking
Oh
memes
my
and shit.
I forgot about that one
is
until
a
you mentioned it.
You've
throwback.
forgotten about all of them, and you'll
You're
forget
aging
about
yourself,
Hawk
sir.
You will
Early
forget
days
about
of the
Hawk
internet. Yep.
Oh my god.
I
But
love.
I don't
love
know, man. Hawk
if
Tua,
it's
You gotta
she's
be able to
around to
check it
stay,
out.
I think.
You need
she's a
subtitles.
gift. She's a
She's
gift.
a subtitle meme. That's powerful. If you can get
Yeah,
the
she's
type
magic.
in there.
All right.
She's magic.
So, Hawk Tua, if you don't know what the fuck we're talking about, I can't help you. You live under a rock or off the grid somewhere. In which case,
Or you're
you
a
wouldn't be
really good
listening to
dad.
us.
Keep doing your
Yeah.
thing and being a good
Yeah.
dad. Ignore the fucking internet. Because I didn't know Hawk Tua for a while, and I was proud
Oh.
of myself. I was proud of myself. The guys, I have like group chat with my friends. They started, it was Hawk Tua this, Hawk Tua that.
Yeah,
I'm
what
like,
the fuck you guys talking about?
sometimes I feel like you guys speak a fucking different language if I like work and take care of my kids for 24 hours and then come back to this chat.
Try talking to a middle schooler, man. You're
Yeah,
like, what the
man.
fuck did you just say to
You
me?
miss so much because they're on the internet all the time and
All
they're
the time.
keeping an ear on it
But
as it changes. You know what I mean? Jesus Christ.
Oh god, Alex video. Oh my god.
Alex Switch.
Oh, there he is.
Yeah, I was about to explode on screen. No,
But I do think there's a place for that. I hired so I didn't hire, but I did. I control the salespeople that get hired now. I'm like the head trainer at this place.
Okay, fancy.
So I got
Ooh,
I get
look at
my
this rich
like
motherfucker.
I have my prints. So instead of promoting me, they just let me like put my prints on and have say on whoever they bring in. That
You
was
just
like
hire all the idiots so you sell more
no,
cars?
but I hire.
'Cause that's
so
what I would do.
I hired I didn't even hire this guy, but I have to train him. But he's fucking 18, 19 years old. And I decided like he's just gonna be my like minion. Like he does what like because nobody else fucking does what I ask when I ask it. Like he's
Yeah.
a fucking pain. He's a pain in the ass. But if I tell him to fucking go do
He's a
something,
go-getter,
he goes
man.
and does
You
it.
need that.
Yeah.
Kids don't do that shit.
And I use them, and I'm like, "Yo, you're gonna help me because I run the Facebook page for the dealership." I'm like, "You're gonna help me with fucking trends." Like,
I'm
if
picturing that
something-
That's
meme of
awesome.
Chunk Toss talking
I'm like,
to
"Listen, you little
what's his
fucking
name?
prick." I'm gonna, but yeah,
No,
Oh, God.
no, but he's gonna keep you. You know, you have your ear to the ground with what young
me
people are
fresh.
saying.
Wait. What's
Keep me fresh.
God damn it. I feel like I shouldn't forget that. What's the crazy looking dude's name in the Goonies that Chunk befriends? We talked about him on
Sloth.
Yeah, Sloth.
Sloth.
You remember that scene where Chunk tells Sloth he's gonna come live with him? I feel like you need to reenact that scene with this kid.
Yeah.
You're gonna live with me now. I'm
No.
gonna take care of you.
No, that's a great. fucking
Oh
film.
my god.
All right,
Great film.
Hawk to a girl.
I need to watch
Great
that movie
topic.
again.
All right, so what with 4th of July plans? I think is the last thing we gotta touch on.
So 4th of July, obviously the greatest
Besides
holiday
not blowing your
of all
fingers off.
motherfucking time. I don't buy fireworks, so I don't have to worry about that much. My kids.
Bro,
will see
you're
this.
like by south of the border. I would be buying
Yeah.
so many fireworks.
I don't. I have a weird relationship with fireworks these days, but we don't do fireworks, but we always do a very traditional all-American fucking dressed outfit. So this year I'm looking for a new shirt.
Flags everywhere.
Flags everywhere, baby.
Nice.
My kids get all red, white, and blued. And
I need to post a picture of our 12-foot skeleton. He's got like American flag swim trunks on.
That's
Has
amazing.
his shirt is like American flags everywhere with a giant fucking T-Rex on it. Props to my wife. I was about to kill her when we were trying to get the clothes on him because I was beyond fucking frustrated because you had to disassemble half of him to get everything on him.
that's nice.
But he looks good, man. He's got a dinosaur like ring floaty on one arm, and then he's got a fucking huge beach ball under his other arm. Dude, he's chilling. He's ready for 4th of July though.
Nice.
But no, we'll be at the beach. We'll watch some fireworks. Usually there's a ton of fucking drunk people on the beach shooting big boomers off, which after the big show stops, there's usually people blasting fireworks for a couple hours. So we'll hang out at the beach with the kids and watch that shit. We'll probably, I don't know, we might grill out. I don't know, keep it American, I guess.
And that's what I like to hear, Nick.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All
fires,
American, full of freedom. That's
fires,
fantastic.
fires.
I felt
the
really
next
bad.
day.
We went to a baseball game, a minor league game yesterday for like a work outing, and we're in this buffet area. It was like a whole thing, and we're all sitting there talking and chilling, and it got really fucking quiet. And this lady was like a quarter of the way through the national anthem before we realized it, because there was no sound where we were from the stadium. So when it started echoing through the stadium, we could hear it. We were like, "Oh fuck!" But I felt really bad. Side note. Speaking of that,
Hey,
my phone
real
might
time.
die. It just heads up.
no.
Real
All right, Jason,
time.
it's your turn. 4th of July. What are you doing?
Well, probably nothing. I mean,
Are fireworks
I'm-
legal there?
yeah, no, nothing's legal here. This is Massachusetts. You know,
Well, go get some anyway. So
we'll go over the border. No, my parents have a place in Laconia. If I can sneak away, I'll probably do a night or a 2-nighter if I can. If I can just kind of tell them to F off. It's the beginning of the month. That's when you can kind of burn your freebies, and then that's how sales goes. Like you power it out at the end. So it's 4th of July. I can usually sneak out for an extra whatever, but everybody tries to do that. So it's like you can't all get the
You tell 'em
fucking
no.
Saturday and shit.
you
But
tell them you're the wielder of the pen, and you will replace them.
I can't replace them. I just fucking train them, and then somebody else fires them. It's a good
Oh.
gig. No responsibilities really.
Weird.
But-
Zero
but-
responsibilities. Zero
Yeah.
fucks given.
Yeah, that's true. But nah, if we go up to Laconia, you go out on the lake and enjoy yourself 4th of July. But it gets so busy. There's like channels. So I don't know if you guys are familiar. You wouldn't be familiar, but certain lakes are divided by, especially when they're island driven. Like I'm not talking about the Great Lakes, like where it's just wide open spaces. Like
Yeah.
so the lakes that we go to in New Hampshire are very they're just basically flooded islands. So it's like you got a bunch of land masses. So
Everybody
Yeah.
parks their fucking barge at the
yeah,
closest
man.
one.
So you you basically go like 200 feet and you drop a fucking anchor, or you try to get through this goddamn channel where it all meets in the middle to get to the other big like open space of water where you can open it up and fucking get the wind in your face, and you wait forever because it's the 4th of fucking July, So it's like it's a popular,
Wow.
yeah, first world pains, but to me, I
A lot
like
of
the
first
fucking,
world problems in here today.
I just want to fucking ride the boat when it's moving and get the fucking wind. It's hot out, man. I'm white as
Yeah.
shit. I get fucking sunburn. I'm not gonna want to sit there, fucking drop
You
that
gotta get
anchor.
the Mr. Cool, like Mr.
I
Fan.
want to burn some fucking high test, man. Get the fucking boat out in the water. Open it up.
So
Know what I'm
angry.
saying? America. Fuck.
You gotta get to the gym, Mr. Silva Method.
Yeah, you need to get to the gym, dude. Me
Since
too.
there's some build up anger.
Mhm.
You guys, in one fell swoop, you called me fat and depressed. That was what you just did.
No, I didn't. I called
Somebody
you
told me-
savage
Somebody
earlier.
told me so I'm a savage who needs to go to the gym, who's fucking not Sylving, so I'm clearly depressed. Like
You're on edge,
but I'm
man.
not stressed. I have no stress, even though I need
Zero
to
stress.
decide.
Alex did tell you have zero stress.
So unlike how I started the call, where I was I was fairly like lukewarm. I'm happy. I'm fine. I'm just stressed. I'm not stressed, but I am.
Now you're just angry.
I'm just angry, and I don't know what else was I sexist? Did I do something like offensive?
No, but you can. You
No, I
can
didn't think you went there. You got about 2 minutes left before I sign us off. If you want to squeeze that in.
God, Hawk to go get a fucking job that pays you as much as me because I'm a man. How about that?
Oh, there you
Well-
go. Now you're
Whoa.
sexist.
Fired off.
Shots fired. She's gonna DM you now.
I'm
She's
gonna
gonna
get me
slide
too'd
into your
I'm gonna
DMs.
get me too'd by Hawk Tua on the live on the next show.
All right, sweet. Well, thank you guys for hanging out with us. We didn't miss a fucking holiday this time.
No.
So kudos to us for that. Sorry guys, we're busy. We got families and trying to raise kids and do shit. So we slipped on Father's Day, but we made up for it with talking about 4th of July. Anyway, like, subscribe, head on over to the Facebook group, drop us a line, chat with us. Hopefully soon, within the next couple weeks, we'll have another special episode on here with some another subject matter expert. But yeah, have a good 4th of July, and we'll catch you guys on the next episode.
Spend time with your kids. Do that.
Yes.
Later.
See ya.